here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the sun, woman.
Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me for your New Moon SunCasts. The new moon this month is in the sign of Libra, and as many of you know, this was a black moon, which means that it's the second new moon in 1 month. And contrary to any of the negativity that you may have seen online, the black moon is actually a super positive lunation. New moons are the seeds for new beginnings, and at that period of time where the new moon is, it's a time to start something new that will grow and expand over the month cycle as the moon grows. This particular new moon, this black moon, is very much even more fortunate and lucky and good for all of us because it is conjunct Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, in the sign of Libra. So anytime you have a new moon that is conjunct Jupiter, it's an extremely fortunate time for all of us in general. What you want to do during this time is plant your seeds because you have an extra powerful boost of energy from that big planet Jupiter that brings expansion in our lives, spiritual awakening into our lives, dealings with people from other parts of the world, global interests, and it is in the sign of Libra, which is the sign of relationships. So relationships are going to be a super strong focus this month, and growing relationships, good luck and fortune through those connections, and really looking toward the future, actually being able to catch a glimpse of the future where your relationships are concerned. So the themes of justice, fairness, balance, equilibrium, and interconnection, connecting on a very deep, powerful, and spiritual level with another person or with other people in your life, is a very strong focus this month. So let's go ahead and take a look at the general readings for each of the 12 signs. Again, these are general messages. If you'd like a more in-depth and very specific individual reading for yourself, please contact me at my website, and I'd be happy and proud to be able to do a private personal reading for you. I have a number of options there that you can choose from. So thank you all again for tuning in. My current subscribers, I welcome you back. Thank you so much for being faithful to the channel. And my new subscribers, welcome to you. Thank you for tuning in, becoming a part of this Sun Woman community. Let's go on to the individual 12 signs. Hello dear Scorpios. This new moon in Libra, conjunct Jupiter, is going to be highlighting your 12th house. Now the 12th house is the house of your subconscious. It is the house of karma. It is the house of your unconscious fears that you may be carrying over from previous lifetime experiences, okay? Karmic experiences that now in this lifetime you are being called upon to release so that you can move forward, on your new path. The 12th house is the house that rules institutions. It can rule hospitals, organizations, institutions like that. The 12th house also is the house of secrets. So if there are things going on behind the scenes in your life, they would fall in that 12th house. Sometimes, when there is a lot of activity in the 12th house, secrets can come out into the open. So if you are involved in anything that you don't want the entire world to know about, or at least your world to know about, then you may want to be very careful to either stop it or to, be very vigilant, because these things can come out. So let's go ahead and take a look, with Jupiter in the 12th house. Jupiter is a planet that is a healing planet. So if we're talking about a Jupiter influence in your 12th house, we're talking about a unprecedented opportunity for you to heal situations from the past. Now, it could be, as I said, situations from karmic, karmic situations from previous lifetimes, or it could be karma that you have accumulated in this lifetime. The 12th house is the house of our addictions. Whether that is alcohol, drugs, sex addiction, gambling, whatever it is. That's the house of our downfall. And it also is the house of our release. So when there is activity like a lunation, a new moon, as well as Jupiter, the opportunity for release from your addictions, release from those limitations holding you back, those chains that might be binding you from whatever period in your life or your path as a soul on this earth. It's a strong and powerful period for you to let those things go, so that when Jupiter moves through your first house, when Jupiter moves into Scorpio in August of 2017, that is going to be your golden year, okay? Whatever you touch is going to turn to gold. So you are in a preparation stage right now for one of the luckiest years of your life that will be coming through in August of 2017, for a year. So any heartache, any pain, any difficulties, any limitations that you are experiencing right now, know that those things are temporary and you are in the process of breaking free. You have the opportunity now to break free from all of the chains that bind you. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what your message is for this new moon cycle in Libra. What is the message for Scorpio for the new moon cycle in Libra? Message for Scorpio for new moon cycle in Libra. What is the message for Scorpio? Message for Scorpio for this new moon cycle in Libra. What is the message for my Scorpios? Okay. All right, we have Justice. Interesting card here because justice represents just that. It can represent karmic justice. So we're talking about releasing karmic debts, karmic limitations. It looks like, justice is showing up to tell you that what is fair, what is just, is being done in your life. The scales are being reset, rebalanced, okay? Let's see what's covering. The Ten of Swords, all right? So, what I was talking about, going through difficult experiences, chains that are binding you, but coming to the end of that cycle with the Ten of Swords. The Page of Swords in the near future. The Six of Cups, crowning. The Knight of Swords, ruling other people. The Sun, beautiful, in your hopes and fears area. And oh my goodness, the best card that could have come here, I feel, Strength. This is really beautiful. Let's go ahead and see what the message is, the underlying message from Spirit is for you, Scorpios. What is the underlying message here for Scorpios for this new moon cycle in Libra? What's the underlying message for my Scorpios for the new moon cycle? Underlying message for Scorpio for a new moon cycle in Libra. Scorpios. Underlying message for Scorpios. Okay. All right. Resoluteness. Resoluteness, very good. Now, one of the other signs received this, and I'll think about it for a minute, and I hope it comes to me. But one of the other signs received this oracle card, and the cards are mirroring what I was explaining, or, what I was describing to you, that the scales are being balanced in your life. So whatever karma you have, you are in the need of to release. This is that period. This is that golden period of healing, okay? Justice talks about, fairness and the right decisions, the right judgment coming down. Some of you may have been involved in some kind of legal matters, because justice can represent legalities as well. Maybe, potential of lawsuits, or maybe, some of you may have just gone through the process of a divorce. Whatever it is, there has been a judgment, it has been brought down, and now you are dealing with the aftermath of it, okay, with recuperation, and as I said, the end of a cycle of difficulty, because, you're in the midst of this right now. The Page of Swords is a difficult card in that often when the Ten of Swords is a difficult card, often because when it shows up, you're really in the thick of it, okay? You are feeling overwrought. You're feeling betrayed, perhaps. You are feeling that you have been under attack. You have, gone through a cycle of perhaps some pain and heartache. And now, things have already gotten as bad as they could get, and you are coming out of that now, is what the 10 says. The 10 is the end of a cycle. Swords being stress, often difficulty, often a lot of mental anguish, a lot of, those thoughts in your head that keep you up at night. The 10 of Swords says you are coming to the end of that period right now. And that, I feel, is the gift that Jupiter is bringing you, because Jupiter is trying to free you. It's trying to free you of anything that's been holding you back. Now, the Page of Swords indicates some kind of information coming through yet that is going to help you take decisive action, okay? The Page of Swords has you kind of looking and watching to see who does what and what's going on around you. Sometimes the Page of Swords can represent activity, scrutiny, being under surveillance, or scrutinizing situations. So some of you may be being very self-protective this month, kind of being on the lookout, being careful who you're dealing with, who you're talking to, who you're seeing, because you may have recently gone through an experience where you were injured, where you were hurt, and now you're trying to be very careful about who you are around, the people around you, who you connect with, who you interact with. You're trying to figure out who's your friend and who isn't, okay? Who has your back and who doesn't, who's trying to undermine you. So, this is definitely a card of watching and waiting to see what happens in your life, and being prepared when the time comes to take decisive action. With the resoluteness card here, some of the key words here go right along with that Page of Swords. Determination, no compromises, unwavering focus, inner resolve, integrity, a test of character, self-examination. So really, whatever experiences you have been through recently, those may very well have tested you to the core, tested your character, tested your resolve, tested your determination. Have you been able to stand your ground despite maybe being under attack, or being mistreated, or the recipient of unfair treatment. Justice indicates that justice will be served and that justice has been served. So you can rest assured that if someone has injured you or something has done something against you, you don't need to retaliate. You don't need to whip out that stinger that you have, okay, and sting your foe or your opponent. Know that because what we do comes back to us, it's better that you allow spirit and the universe to take care of whoever has injured you or caused you pain, caused you heartache. Because if you retaliate, if you sting someone, you are creating new karma. And you are in a position right now where your karma, Jupiter's clearing the decks for you. Jupiter's trying to give you a clean slate. You don't want to accumulate any more karma right now that you're going to have to carry, or you have to carry that burden of responsibility. So, turn the other cheek. I wouldn't say necessarily that. What I would say is, do not follow an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth kind of, mentality or decisions. Know that spirit and the universe will take care of whoever may have injured you, that they, through the law of attraction, if they have put negativity out into the world, if they have betrayed you or hurt you, that energy is going to come back to them, because what we put out boomerangs back to us. If we put out good, you can rest assured that that good is going to come through from where you least expect it and when you want it and need it the most, okay? And conversely, if you put negativity out there, it is going to come back to you from, boomerang back to you from some direction, often when we don't expect it. So you want to make sure that what you're putting out into the universe is positivity in response to any negativity that is that you are exposed to or the recipient of. The Knight of Swords is here, and the Knight of Swords represents someone of an air sign quality. You have swords here, 10, the Page, and the Knight. So there may be someone around you that you have been in serious conflict with. Whenever I see the Knight of Swords, he's a fighter, and he can be very aggressive. He can be very self-concerned, self-absorbed. He can be, he can really be a bully. He can pick a fight. The Knight of Swords is not a mature energy. It's an immature energy. This is someone who, may really be only concerned about their own needs, their own desires. And so you may want to protect yourself from this energy. The Six of Cups is crowning you, and you may still feel connected in some way to whoever this is that may have done you wrong. But understand that the connection that you're feeling is more about memories and water under the bridge and fond remembrances of good times that were had in the past that don't necessarily exist any longer at this time in a relationship or in a situation. So don't allow yourself to be so caught up in how things used to be or how you wish and hope that things could be again, that you are not allowing yourself to be self-protective and to perhaps detach yourself from a situation that may be causing you harm or stress and strain, okay? I do feel that there, you do have, and there's going to be something that happens that's going to give you a good feeling, going to give you some optimism. There's going to be a sign this month, I feel, whether it is a communication from someone or some information that's coming through to you that is going to give you hope for the future. The Sun is here, and the Sun represents healing, vitality, charisma, positive energy, abundance, happiness, joy, contentment. So I really feel like you are hoping for these things to happen. You are open, your heart is open, your mind is open, you are ready and willing to accept that goodness into your life. You've been through the ringer, you've been through the worst of it, you survived it, you are still here. You were resolute, you were resolved, you did not compromise your integrity, and you faced this test of character bravely, with a lot of class and a lot of integrity, and now you're ready for good things to happen. In the outcome here, we have the Strength card, and the Strength card is saying to you, the Strength card usually comes up when your strength is being tested, and when all that is required for you to succeed here and to be victorious is to hold on just a little bit longer. Stay strong. Stay strong in your character. Stay strong in your inner resolve. Strength is not an aggressive strength. It's not attacking people or getting into conflict or getting into fights or being vengeful or seeking revenge. Not at all. Strength is that inner strength that allows you to calm yourself, to refocus yourself in the middle of a battle, and to be able to see through the darkness to a new horizon, a healthy horizon, a brand new horizon of opportunities for you, okay? So whatever you do, maintain your integrity, maintain your inner resolve, remain strong within your heart and within your soul, knowing that whatever you have been going through, you are at the end of it. It is wrapping up. It is about to be over. And maintain your diligence, be careful about the people that are around you. Don't open yourself up to someone who has already proven that they're not in your corner, that they're not for you, or that they don't have your best interests in heart. Scrutinize the people around you. Definitely vet them. Make them earn your respect. Make them earn your love. Make them earn your trust. If someone has lost your trust, it's going to be very difficult for you to allow them to regain that trust. They may never. Okay, my Scorpios, once you've been wounded, once you've been injured, you do not forget. Okay, you may forgive, but you may never ever allow that person the opportunity to get the upper hand on you, or to betray you, or to treat you badly again. Often when you close your door on someone, that door is closed permanently. That person is a past memory. So with the Six of Cups here, you may still be in the middle of that emotional detachment, that letting go of the past, that allowing the past to die, so that a brand new future can come through for you, which is represented by the Sun. Some of you may be considering traveling to somewhere that is very warm. When the sun comes up, often it represents California to me, or Mexico, perhaps the Caribbean, perhaps even Africa or Australia, places where there is, a great deal of warmth and sun. So if you're hoping to make that trip, this may be a period of time where you can make a pilgrimage, or you can do a spiritual retreat somewhere far away, and that may be quite beneficial to you, getting out of your immediate environment that has been fraught with difficulties and stress for you, and going somewhere brand new in order to heal and recuperate. That 12th house is the house of recuperation and healing, so it's going to be important for you to find your spirituality, to reconnect reconnect to spirit, reconnect to the universe, reconnect to your faith, and allow that to help you heal yourself from what you've been through, so that you can come out strong, powerful, healthy, emotionally balanced, emotionally focused, a clear mind, clear energy, clean energy, and prepare yourself the next few months for as I said, a golden year that is going to start for you beginning August of 2017. All right, my Scorpios, so I hope that this reading has been helpful to you. Thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. I thank you for, being part of my community, and I wish you all good things. Love, peace, and joy, success, and as always, I bid you namaste.